Hello traders, it's Mike Hamilton for Trade the Easy Way, and I'm going to keep this video as short as possible. The sell-off in the Dow continues across the indices, and we also got a cluster of price action down here, but the overall price at the moment is looking like that. It's around about 17.5. I mean, absolutely no. We've got what have we got? Hour and a half till the Dow closes, but at the moment we have got no sign of any buyers coming in. So obviously we've got Friday tomorrow. If you're not in this, just take it easy and wait for pullbacks to, next week. The DAX, on the other hand, has come into a major support level. You can see how we have we've had a mighty push up, and we're just sitting on this fib level here now. In terms of Elliott wave, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an A wave correction, and so we're in the middle of a B wave down here. So I think any pullbacks are to be sold at this stage, but into next week I would suggest you sort of leave this alone, let it play out for tomorrow, and then let's see if we can get any kind of bounce for a pullback for another drop. 650 would be a great place to do that. Right, quick look at Forex. I did actually buy this pound US. I saw this buyer's bar yesterday. And so took that as a signal that this could potentially hold, and got stopped out. I'll go through in the room tomorrow. I won't be in the room for long, not looking to do too much tomorrow, but I'll talk about the setup, the way in which I need to organise my charts to really jump on this tomorrow, but missed opportunity, so I will stand aside of this one and then just see where it wants to take us. Obviously we've got the 200 EMA here and the 100 coming across. So I think next week's going to be interesting. We've got Fed rates next week and GDP for the US. Now the expected GDP figure is negative, just slightly underwater. So if that happens, we may get a dip from the pound down to this level here, at which point we could start the push up. In the meantime, we've had one drop, just couldn't get through this level here, couldn't get through this resistance, and coming down here. So it's a question of whether we hold this and do a W pattern or whether we just keep going. So crucial stage here, not do anything with this tomorrow. We'll wait until the weekend, line the chart up, and then see where we are. And the other reason why I was buying this is because the weekly last week was we had a hammer here, higher close. This is very roughly. Actually, it's not quite as bullish as that. So I thought that the pullback here would hold, and then we could start to move off. But obviously not. 200 EMA was obviously a big magnet, and I missed out on the opportunity there. The euro, on the other hand, has performed really well today. Nice big push on Tuesday, hesitant yesterday, and pushing up, looking as if we could close above the 20 EMA there. So one thing we could do tomorrow is look for a pullback around about the 950 mark and see if that can lift itself up to 111 potentially. So we'll look at that. Like I said, not looking to get too active as we close for the week, but yeah, it was very strong. All the 2-3 good intraday pullbacks on that one. I was looking for any sell signals on here. Got a small move to the downside once when it dropped into this bar here. I took it off because I realised it just looks as if it wanted to hold. I actually got to stop out my swing trade account, but anyway. So yeah, small scale stuff. But just I was nibbling on the short side just to see if that would drop, and that's a bit of a spinning top there. So we are at the very least struggling up there. But oil is so weak, the CAD is not finding any muscle, any momentum to counteract US dollar strength. Quick look at oil, and I've got some stocks I want to show you. My target is down here around about the 45 level, and we are drifting. We are a little extended now, so we may get some kind of pullback. So I'm looking for sort of similar situation that happened here. We dropped hard, pull back, dropped, looking for another retrace before we finally make our way down to this level here. Gold, no sign of, after this huge drop on the Sunday Open, any pullbacks have got sold into, and this just looks dead in the water at the moment, although obviously we are low. I'm not going to say we're extended, we are low, but we are closing lower. So yeah, expect the unexpected. Let's just see where it can go. Right, stocks. Just doing a scan, looking at what might be ready to tip in this weak market. I momentarily forgotten what sector this is in, but WSM coming off resistance. We're clinging on to the 20 MA, but only just. I am going to look to try and get a short at about 83.05 with a stop above 83.70 to see if we can drop. Oil stock, Valero, VLO. This has been very resilient considering how hard oil has fallen. We had a reversal bar yesterday, although it closed slightly higher, and we closed underneath it. So I'm going to try a short 66.10. I'm going to have to get a stop at least above 67.50 to see if we're not even coming in contact with the 20 MA yet. We've got a lot of support here at 64.35, but just looking to see if this can finally just roll over. So that's VLO oil stock. I think this is retail, so I should make a note of this, shouldn't I? Nice chart pattern. So we've sold off here in May for a nice drop, clawed our way back, but again we're underneath that reversal bar, looking like we want to capitulate. So I would try and hold out for 68.50 with a stop above 69.10 to see if this one can fall off. As a chart pattern, I'm seeing push higher, lower high, failing at resistance, and getting ready to wind down, potentially to 60 if we can get some momentum. Macy's, ticker M, potential three-wave move with a funnel pattern, huge decent push to the upside, so you know it's you're fighting against a big bull bar there. So if you're not comfortable with that kind of short, then walk away and find something else. But you know, we're holding 71.15, but we just look a bit top heavy, and I just think at the very least we might find that drifting down to the mean, which I would reckon is about 68.30. See what you think. GSK, GlaxoSmithKline, and seeing this action here, just wonder if we can pull our socks up here. Actually, just looking to see if this can potentially, we've got a gap now. What I don't want to do is engage this market and then, you know, gap down or just simply just roll over. I'm just looking to see if we can close above 1370 and pull our socks up from that chart pattern. So we're in an apex on GSK, and that kind of setup, if that can close above that apex and close that gap, could potentially see us gather and get some momentum up to at least 15. So that's a watch. The advantage of this kind of environment we've got here at the moment, with a lot of weakness, is you get strong stocks that are dropping back. Facebook, I think I've already had a decent slice out of that. So we've got wave 1, wave 2. I would look to get a wave 3. So if we can come down here, I would look to see if we can at least go back to 100 and potentially more. And one broker signaled that they thought this Facebook would go to 120. I'm not interested in what brokers think, but I am interested in the price action. And yeah, nice healthy MACD here, but it is at a high price. So if I can get a dip in Facebook, I would be a buyer. This is another retailer. So yeah, these markets are going to get very wobbly. Looking for the retailers to take big hits. CONN, Cons Inc. Now, obviously, you can see we've already had a reasonable amount of selling. We're down from 43 to 36.40. But if we knock it ahead against 37.80 or even higher, I would be very interested in shorting that. So that's a watch. Amazon, similar to Facebook. Yeah, I think this is a good stock. A nice 1, 2, 3 legs up. So looking for an A-wave correction for an opportunity to buy and see if we can push up into the rest of the year. But so another watch. And finally, this watch here is AA in the UK. Obviously struggling, so it just stays on my watch list. A lot of support underneath it, so I don't want to short it. And we'll keep an eye on it for you, and then see. We've got all this support here. We've got to push up there. Obviously, we are really suffering. Can't get going. But if we do hold, I certainly wouldn't want to short that with all that support down there. Obviously, there's some sell signals up here, so these were good areas to short, but just looking to see if we can start to build up here if the markets do recover some. Alright, hope that helps, and see you at the very next update. Happy trading.